everybody, and we are in Invercargill tonight for the Sky Broadband Rapid League game here between the Southland Sharks and the Wellington Saints. Great pleasure that you could join us this evening for this match. Should be a terrific contest between the bench players for both of these two sides, the up-and-coming players in both camps. And looking forward to seeing this here clash today. Glenn Lava's my name, Brooke Rusko's with me, and Brooke, well, the Saints are always a team to keep your eye on, aren't they? They're always there or thereabouts every year.
Without a doubt, they do a great job of recruiting. They have a great job with the local talent that they have down there as well. And you see the product that they put out with the Rapid League always getting better. And you expect them to be there or thereabouts. Still early days with the Rapid League, but you expect them to be there or thereabouts. It doesn't matter what they're doing, what league they're in.
Having said that, though, Southland have started pretty well with 2 wins from their 3 games. Wellington are also well in mid-table. They're in 7th place with just the 1 win from their 3 games so far in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Manawatu need to get off the mark still, but at the top, of course, Nelson are flying at the moment with 4 wins from their 4 games.
And they have been good. Just dropping that one, but they play with such a pace. Scott Taufer was a big part of the start of the league. We're playing with him, but he's obviously starting with the shifts that they've had in the main team, so someone else steps up for them in the Rapid League.
So here is the Saints starting 5 in this Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Te Tanga Leva'o, Dougal Meter, Evans Jr. Pilcher, and Hippolyte. Zico Coronel, of course, back coaching the Saints, having coached them in 2021. I'm sure he's enjoying himself coaching these young fellas who will all be out there giving it a crack in just a moment. Here's the Southland Sharks starting 5. We've got Hall, Webster, Snow, Carpia and Cole. With their coach, Guy Malloy, of course, former Tall Ferns coach. Coached the Tall Ferns for 6 years, still coaching the Sharks for the 2nd year in a row. Here is the points per game. Pretty close, isn't it, Brooke, between those two? Points against, though, a bit of a difference there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that's killing the Saints at the moment. It's on the defensive end at Rapid, but you see the squad that they have, and you kind of expect them to be a little bit higher in this Rapid squad and in this Rapid League at the moment. And as the league goes on, it's still, we're learning the blueprint of how Rapid even works, the best places to sit, what sort of offensive do you want to run. So I expect things to change as the season goes on, but a tall order for both these teams, but the Southland Sharks have played well in Rapid. You expect more from the Saints, and who knows, maybe today is the game that they get it going.
Yes, indeed, and of course Ben Hall is the player to watch with 12 points per game. At the moment he's shooting at 62% in the Rapid League, which is phenomenal.
Well, he gets out and runs and does a great job in transition. Athletic on the rim, but on any shot, anything long, he's out and running. They do a good job of finding him, so he shoots at such a high percentage. 3-ball not falling for him as much as he'd like, but he's doing a pretty good job from everywhere else.
He's getting good minutes too in the NZNBL games too as Ben Hall. So looking forward to seeing him in action again. Here is the match about to start. Josh Kupanga Leva'o, who's of course back at the Saints, having moved back down from Hawke's Bay. And Riley Snow to contest the tip, and it's going to be the Sharks with the first possession.
This man with the ball is the key for me. We're Rapid. Masariki Kapi has been great. It's like the way he's played, and big role for him tonight.
Looking forward to seeing him in action. And here he is. A lot of space there, good little pass. Unfortunately, though, Riley Snow couldn't seal the deal for the Sharks.
Like the dribble penetration, though. Athletic can finish on the rim, made the right decision. Just a little bit early, dropped the ball, but good look, nice and early.
Here come the Saints now. Quick shot, right from the corner is a good from Dougal Meter.
And a sniper. Shoots the ball, confidence, and rightfully so, as you see the full court pressure.
How about that for a save? And the Saints make a hot start.
Well, there you go. It's a full court pressure. Instantly off the back of the 3. Turn the ball over, and they're up to 5. Instant.
Disastrous visit now of defensive play down there at the other end. And there's a nice strong move coming in from Southland's Connor Kell. Connor Cole, rather, and it's 5-2. Look at the Saints, they're really playing this game at a terrific pace. Really looking to make a statement early, and there's Dougal Mita with his second three.
He shoots the ball all off season, shoots the ball confidence. You just can't give him that much space. Hardest thing to defend is the three-point shot, especially in transition off the offensive rebound. And do a good job of finding him, and he makes the pay.
Now there's a rebound by Tutanga Levao, and away come the Saints again. Hot start for them, already a 6-point advantage. Saints move it through Pilcher, and here comes Hippolyte. He's lost the ball, and it's been stolen away by Carpia. And now a 2-on-1 situation here. No foul by the referee, but the layup is good.
Good defense, great finish. That's where Ben Hall has been terrific and rapid all season, as Carpia finishes through traffic with the offhand.
That was an impressive finish from Hippolyte there, wasn't it? He's only 21, he's from Porirua. Wellington basketball scene, always good talent coming out of the Hutt Valley, Porirua.
Oh, Porirua the one.
Hutt Valley. Nine College, when I was at Nine College, many years ago, had a very good senior boys basketball team. That is good play right there. Coming in from Connor Cole. He has 5 early in this game. He's back to a 3-point margin.
The Saints looking to push the pace. Doesn't matter where it's a make or a miss.
Stop it. And that's Dougal Mita. He's 3 out of 3 from the 3-point line.
Cooking with gas, corner pocket.
Ooh. First foul of the game. And it's Kafuru Hippolyte.
Shot looks good too. 3 or 4 right now. Shooting the ball confidence, as we've said. But if you're the Saints, you just want to keep going back to him. Get him another shot next time down.
Dougal Mita, yeah, as I mentioned, he had missed from the 3, but he has missed 1. It's still 3 out of 4 in the first. What's that? 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Pretty handy. I'll take that. Yeah, here comes the Sharks again through Carpia. Nice strong move there by Matariki Carpia. 2 more to him. Back to 4-point margin.
It's like the way he plays. He plays with confidence. Plays at his own pace. Doesn't really get rushed. Still early parts of his career, but we've seen it in the main game straight after this that he doesn't look rushed. Doesn't look out of control. Well, no wonder Carpia's good. He's originally from the Hutt Valley. Well, that would do it.
There you go, mate. But he's playing in the team in orange. In this match is a nice strong move there and a good basket there. He's having an excellent game so far, Connor Cole.
Sharks doing a good job of staying in this ball game. Saints, are shooting the lights out. Just staying in the fight right now.
Wide open for another 3, and that one's not going to drop. And there's a good strong rebound by Cole. In fact, it was Snow with that rebound, and here comes Southland again through Hall. Just manages to sell it back to Hall. Good job there by the Sharks to keep the ball. And even better as another 3 goes down.
We've got ourselves a quarter. Physical on both ends. I like how the refs are letting the boys play at the moment, but both teams hitting from deep. Sharks are doing a good job of getting into the paint and finishing as well. I like the pace that they're playing out. I like this first quarter.
And there's another basket. Both teams are shooting at over 80% in this first 4 minutes.
We can get down with it.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the last 10 seconds now. Carpia. He's got to do something. And that's not going to touch the rim. And that will be the end of a very entertaining first quarter with the Saints up by 1, 15-14. Dougal Mita has 9 points, all of them 3-pointers. Hippolyte has 4 for the Wellington Saints. And Southland, Connor Cole already has 7.
It's a great point-to-minute ratio if you want to keep that up. Dougal Mita, you're right, sitting on 9 points right now in just the 4 minutes. That's the real separator that's really keeping them in the moment is his 9 points. Kafuru Hippolyte sitting on 4 as well. The only scorers for the Saints.
Incredible, isn't it, that Southland are actually shooting better than Wellington at the moment, even though they're trailing by 1 point, bro.
Really like the pace that the Saints are playing at the moment. Pushing the pace off, makes all misses.
They've been having that Fire Island pizza because the action's been hot, just like the pizza, mate.
A little fire underneath them, that's for sure.
And of course, that is the special, which is valid for 1 more day.
Try that one.
You won't be disappointed.
The coach of this team, Troy McLean, is one player I would have loved to see rapidly. One of the best shooters New Zealand's ever seen. If you saw him in the Rapid League, he'd be sitting right there with Dougal Mita shooting the lights out.
That is a coaching duo, isn't it, at the Saints this year. Troy McLean, who was the head coach last year, dropping back to the assistant. It's a really nice balance there, isn't it?
Balance is probably the word that is the perfect word to use for the mix that they have right down there in Wellington at the moment. Real players coach, and Zico, when you look at X's nose, as Kaperu gets back to the rim. We talk X's and O's though with Zico. It's not many better in New Zealand you can get.
Of course, coaches get a real buzz from coaching young, keen talent as well. There's one right here. Bolide is going to go to the line. Chemist Warehouse line for the first time in the game. He has 6 points, hasn't missed from the field. And he has from the free throw line. One out of two from that visit. It's the Saints up by 2. Good full court pressure too. Nice steal there for Wellington. And back they come hot on attack again. And this time it's Tutunga Levao who nails a 3.
And they just needed to work a little bit higher, the guards for the Southland Sharks. Catching the ball too deep, and there's a couple of steals now on the exact same inbound.
Yeah, that's 7 points they've given up at that end of the court now pretty easily. Nice strong rebound too. And here come the Saints again. And they're off. Southland back in good numbers though this time. And now Evans, a little teardrop short, but he gets his own rebound. And now Thata can't nail the 3.
But the pace though, make no mistake about it, they know what they're doing here, the Saints. Getting the looks that they like, and like we said before, the hardest place to rebound is off transition. Crashing the ball on those 3 boards.
More full court pressure coming. So Southland under some serious heat as Kapia comes forward. Now it's back to Hall. Kapia again. Going to work off that screen from Snow, but Snow doesn't roll away as we see Webster back into Snow this time. Shot clock down to 4. Pretty decent play by the Sharks.
And can shoot the ball as well. Ben Hall, we talked about him pre-game, averaging 12. Watched a couple games where he's had 18 plus and rapid, and from behind the arc tonight, he's got to the paint as well, so much of the normal. Oh, good pass.
Beautiful fakes leading up to that pass too, Brooke. That was excellent from Evans.
Just got too deep in the paint. 2 feet that deep. Took his time. Now Kaperu Hippolyte on the base and keeps continuing the stat sheet.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you, every single player there's taking their rock juice today. They're on fire, these guys. They're going for it. It's great stuff to watch. Hope you're enjoying the Sky Broadband Rapid League game between these two. Good to see Thata out there as well. Tyson Thata, he's been averaging 10 points per game. He didn't start in the Rapid League. He's the #1 for Wellington.
And hasn't scored yet, so that's a positive sign for the Saints as well.
He goes a 3 from Benjamin Hall this time.
He's out to 11 now. 4 of 4, 3 of 3 from deep. Came to play.
Oh, Thata found some space, but he couldn't get in a good spot to lay it in. Here comes the Sharks. They have an opportunity to take the lead here if they hold the ball. And they do. And Southland do take the lead. What a basket there, 23-21.
I'm out of breath just watching the pace these boys are playing at the moment.
Still got 100 seconds to play in this first half. Scoring averages are way up from their previous matches. Nice recovery is Thata. Switches it to the corner, and you know what's happened right there. Another 3 from Dougal Mita, his 4th of the game.
And the defense isn't that bad. It's not like these are easy looks on every shot. Some of the contested. Just a good job on the offensive end. They're switching everything for the Saints. The Sharks are doing a fairly good job, as we see the turnover there, but a fairly good job of being able to find space and open looks off the switches, but it's not like it's the worst defense in the world at the moment.
Certainly not. Good ball in. Oh, just kept his foot off the baseline there. That Saints player, who was Dougal Mita. Now Thata's lost it. The Sharks come forward, 50 seconds left in this first half. Foul. It's just the second foul of the game. In fact, that's the 3rd foul. It's a good clean game too, bro.
Well, it is aggressive, and there's a lot of body bumping at the moment, but it's body bumping on both sides. It's physical on both sides. and the refs are letting them play. And rep it, I feel like that's the best way to ref this game. Let them get out and run. Let them find space. Maybe a potential push off on that one, but it's on both ends.
Oh, Southland somehow get it back, and Hall has it again. Here comes the three-pointer from Cole, and he nails it. That's a second three of the contest. So Wellington are going to call a player timeout here with 24.6 to play until half-time.
It's like the Golden State Warriors are playing out here tonight. The Sharks are 6 of 7 from deep. Saints 5 of 8, 62% for the Saints. Above 80 right now for the Southland Sharks. Both teams came to play.
It's awesome play.
Made Caitlin Clark proud.
So what are the Saints going to cook up with 24.6 left?
Probably a 3.
Well, yeah. Well, one thing is Southland will get the ball back.
Yeah.
As if the Saints nail that basket, of course.
The pace this game's been played at. Both teams might get a couple shots up.
Evans, nice strong move.
With the left. He's done a good job of getting into the paint now. Multiple times we see the player timeout. But just too easy on the dual penetration. Does a great job of getting back to the left, finishing over traffic and tying the ball game up.
Dougal Mead has 12 points. A strong move there, and leading the scoring for Southland is Hall with 11 and Cole with 10. In fact, if this score stays tied at the half, it's probably fair.
There's a nice way to put it.
We'll see, though. Southland might have something to say about it. Well, they definitely will try and have something to say about it. Oh, maybe the Saints will. What a steal that is. Oh, the pass. It's been salvaged. Here comes Evans. Here comes the three. Knockout a drop there for Tutanga Leva'o. And there you are. That is fair, isn't it? What a wonderful half of Sky Broadband Rapid League basketball that's been between both these sides, 26 apiece.
Let's take a breath now. We can all take a breath and breathe a sigh of relief. Big first half from both of these teams, shooting the ball extremely well. Caught a few games of Rapid now, and that's most exciting, the best game of Rapid, or the best half of Rapid that I've seen so far on both sides.
Absolutely. Same with me as well. And really cool to see these guys going at it right from the tip-off.
Well, and I feel like if I was being negative in any slight, it was Southland had harder looks. So if the Saints continue to play the way that they're playing, keep getting the looks that they're getting, it's going to be tough for the Sharks, but they're making them pay, they're making them work, and done a great job of staying in this ball game, 26 all, and led by Ben Hall, who averages 11 on the league, or 11 on the season. He has 11 at the half.
A couple of rebounds here for Caslow Evans. The only one with more than one in the game. And, wow, Tutanga Leva'o already 3 assists, same with Evans.
They're doing a good job, like we said. It's coming off transition. They're pushing the pace, and then finding their shooters. And there's a reason there's only been all of 6 or 7 rebounds, because the shots are going down at the moment. They're shooting at such a high percentage. They're pushing the pace. It's not like they're shooting with 2 or 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. These shots are going up in the first 8 to 10 seconds.
Pilcher with 3 steals. He hasn't got anything. Oh, he's got 1 offensive rebound. Other than that, he's not troubling the scorers, they say, but great effort from Pilcher to get in there and nick the ball 3 times. Field goal percentages are fantastic for both teams. 71% for the Sharks, 62% for the Saints.
Absolutely. It's incredible. It's what you love to see. And, you know, on Rapid, if you want to find a product to put out, to highlight and post out and show advertisers or scouts what we can do over here, that's a great way to start it.
Exactly. This is exactly why the Sky Broadband Rapid League was created. For exactly what we've just seen in the last 8 minutes of play.
And we get another 8 minutes of it.
Well, fingers crossed they output exactly the same, these guys.
Control, pace that. Let's see it again.
Whoa. And let's hope that's not an omen to come for Southland in the second half.
Yeah, not the ideal start, but it comes with that pressure. Wasn't too much pressure on that one as well, but quick turnover to the Saints. They get the first shot to draw blood in the second half.
Leva'o to inbound it. Here comes Caslow Evans again. Really good first half from him. Pilcher. Coming out high now, Hippolyte. Oh, nice little cut to the basket there, and there's a foul. And that was Pilcher driving nice and strong there, and he'll go to the line. Chemist Warehouse strive to shoot a couple.
Yeah, good job of just cutting a good pass there because there wasn't much going. It's a bit stagnant for the first time we've seen in this whole ball game from the Saints. Just a good cut. Thought of napping. Picks up the foul, gets to the line.
So here's Arthur Pilcher. He's from Hutt Valley, Upper Hutt College product. He's a rookie, first year in the Saints. He did get 54 seconds against the Tuatara in the NZNBL in the first game that the Saints played this season. Love his boots colours too. The bright pink ones. What do you reckon, Brooke?
Smooth like butter from the free throw line as well.
Here come Sharks. What will their response be? Reach in foul there that time from Te Tanga Leva'o.
And a clear foul there too.
So few fouls in the first half. It added to the pace of the game too, didn't it?
Without a doubt. Had their free flow to it. That's what we were talking about before. Is the rest let the boys play in. Felt like it was equal on both sides.
Totally. Now here's Carpia. Good defense by the Saints up high there. Now Hall's created space for himself beautifully. Got the shot away just in time. And boy, it was hammer time under the hoop there for Connor. Colloy's cut it back. How did that happen? Here's Snow. And he's going to drop it in for two.
Wasn't the prettiest two we've seen in the world, but they made it work. Connor Cole from the ground steals it. And they finished down the other end.
Evans almost got a bonus 2 points almost there, and there's a little reach-in foul by the Saints midcourt. So score locked up at 28 all, only 2 points each so far in this.
Really slowed down, isn't it?
It really has. And there's been a lot more fouls so far in the third period.
And it is physical. It's definitely physical in the first, but a couple clear ones there. Keslow Evans got fouled down the other end. They let that one go, but
it's Cole double teamed, struggling the baseline, and well, hard luck there by Evans. Good defense by the Saints again.
Yeah, and doing a good job of doubling Cole down there, but someone needs to cut from the weak side. Even the 45, a lot of staring at the moment when he gets doubled. Cut behind, get on the rim. There's some easy buckets to be had.
The ball foul this time by Keslow Evans.
Because it's moving so quickly with Rapid, if it's your guy that goes in doubles, I would suggest it be you that went and cut to the rim. Just cut right behind. If you end up cutting, the weak side might come down, and that's when they're able to find the shooters in the 45 or in the corner, but you need to cut. You can't just stand and watch Cole get doubled every time.
Here's 18-year-old Quake Webster at the line, gets those 2 free throws. He's a local lad from Southland, gives the Sharks a 2-point lead. Saints looking to keep the pace of the game high again. Dougal Meter misses a 3, but the rebound is good for the Saints. Here's Evans looking to cook something up again. Look at the rotation. Well, it was a lovely move from Dougal Meter off Te Tanga Leva'o, but he just couldn't get the little weight on that layup right.
Moving though, moving quick.
Webster, another foul by Evans.
Saints down the offensive end, just moving with purpose. Getting the looks that they want.
So Evans is going to sit down after that second foul, and back comes Tyson Thata. Baese. Here's Quake Webster. Good ball handling skills by the 18-year-old. He's been in the Southland Sharks team for 3 seasons now. First in as a 16-year-old. That's exceptional.
He's a young vet already. Still just shooting the lights out of the Southland Sharks. 6 or 7 from deep.
Those field goal percentages just coming back to reality now, aren't they, Brooke?
They are human.
Polite, here comes another 3 from the corner. Dougal Meter misses this one, but it's taken nicely by Thata. So here's another opportunity, second chance here for the Saints. And a nice strong move by Dougal Meter. And he's off to the Chemist Warehouse strike for a 3-point play.
I like to take. Missed a couple threes in a row. Doesn't back down. Hits him with the slight haze. He gets back to his favorite right. Creates through contact. And because he shoots the ball so well, you are closer. And he has that ability with that first step to get you on his hip. And Gets back to the free throw line, ties it up at 31 all.
Yeah, that was an important play for the Saints. Southland's lead at 3. That was the biggest of the game for them, but another foul by the Saints. This time it's Tutanga Leva'o who gets the call against him. Saints got into the penalty quite early in this third period too. So Connor Cole goes to the line.
And you're right, it has really slowed down the pace of the game, but trying to apply the pressure, work for them in the first half. Got hard done by a couple of them, I felt, but got to play to the ref and blowing the whistle a little bit tighter here in this third quarter.
Nice free throws by Cole. Gives Southland up. We're leading again by 2. And that's a lovely basket to Tutanga Leva'o this time.
Right back at you. No team can really separate themselves right now. Both teams throwing punches. One team doing it from the free throw line. The Saints getting downhill and finishing on the rim.
Here's Cole. And that's going against Cole this time.
Good defense there for Kapuru. Hippolyte moved his feet. Took it in the chest, the bigger body. Got his feet set. And picked up the foul. Just need some stops. Keeping the Sharks in this ball game or allowing them to keep the scoreboard ticking over just from getting to the free throw line. And you're right, they picked up those early fouls. Just need to get stops if you're the Saints, and if you're the Sharks, just keep attacking.
Well, the Saints continue to play at a high pace. Thata. Now Hippolyte looking to create space, and that was well defended by Southland that time. Nice skills coming in right there from Rifi. And is he going to put the 3 up? He won't, or did he stand on the sideline? He did. So it's going to be Saints ball.
They just need to relocate quicker from there. Gave it to the big man. They just need to relocate straight back to the corner. The pass wasn't quite on the money as well. Would have had space and time for that 3.
Evans gets a beautiful ball back there from Hippolyte. But again, it was Quake Webster.
Just didn't give up on the play, but like the look from Kapuru Hippolyte. Good hands there from Quake Webster. Still just this back and forth.
Absolutely. Still deadlocked. Remember, we were deadlocked at half-time at 26-all, but there's only been 7 points from each team so far in this quarter. And that's going to roll in nicely right there from Kapia.
Just did it the hard way. Put his head down. Finished on the other side of the rim. Nice touch. Got it done.
Tutanga Leva'o. And there is good play from Josh Tutanga Leva'o. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. Important free throws coming up here for the Saints.
And the Saints are doing a good job again to their strong hand. It's the Sharks need to keep the Saints, push them left. Everything's gone right. And Dougal Meter went right. Goes right there. Teslo Evans went back to his right as well. And the Sharks just have to push them back left. Way too easy right now for the Saints. And because they're getting downhill with it as well, it's an easier finish for them, or they get to the line.
Tutanga Leva'o it is at the line. Hawke's Bay player last year, played 8 games in the NZNBL last year, but he's back at the Saints now. He played for the Saints in 2022. And he rolls those 2 in nicely, so we're back to a tight ball game with 29 seconds left in number 3.
It's just like a boxing match at the moment. Punch for punch. No knockout blows just yet.
That was beautiful pick and roll there from Connor Cole.
And nice and easy. Saints been switching everything. Got him on his back. Good pass from Kapia. Finishes with the left.
Cole is the leading scorer in the game with 16 now. Here's Thata. Oh, he did well there. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. Well, even lucky there, I think, to get that one there. Was there's a bit of an orange wall or cage around him.
Back to the line, their leading scorer of the season. Just got caught on the hip. Saw his man was trailing and put his head down and attacked.
Some orange players surrounding him there, but he still managed to get a foul out of him. So good work there by Tyson Thata. And free throw shooting's been good by the Saints, 85%. And that continues to creep up another couple of percentage points. Here's the last play of the third period. Evans with the steal. And, oh, Oh boy, that would have been big for the Saints right there, but it's 37 apiece at the end of the third period.
Can't separate themselves. It was tied at the half. Tied once again with 1 quarter to go. It was a 1-point game with a 1-point game in the first quarter. It's just been close the whole way through.
Well, mate, these guys now, these teams rather, are basically on their season's average right here for a Rapid League game at 37 each, and we've still got 4 minutes to play.
Both teams just playing so well. The Saints give up a bunch of points in Rapid. They can fill it up, and the Southland Sharks do a pretty good job, generally, of limiting teams to 5 to 6 points a quarter. Not in this ball game. Both teams giving punch for punch, shooting the ball out, and that was a different quarter than what we saw in the first half.
It's been tied all the way. Wellington with 15-14 up at the first period, so just a 1 point, and then we're being tied at the other two. So it's nothing in it between these two teams, and both these teams still shooting really well. The Saints have dropped to 50%, but still that's pretty good. 68% for the Sharks. Cole, the leading scorer, 16 points in the game. And Hall with 11. And Dugumita with 15 points, 4 of them three-pointers, or 12 of them three-pointers, is the leading scorer for the Saints.
Both teams are shooting the lights out as well. A couple of the games that I've seen with Rapid can get sloppy, loose ball turnovers, but not tonight's game. Not what we've seen so far.
Well, in the depths of my guts, mate, I reckon this might go to overtime. What do you reckon, Brooke? And I say the depths, so I'm giving myself a bit of leeway there. But in a way, it'd be quite apt if it goes to overtime.
On brand to what we've seen so far. Can one team pull away? No team's been capable of doing it just yet. Biggest lead for the Sharks.
Carpia's lost it. Tutunga Leva'o, what a play! And he's going to go to the line to shoot another. That was awesome right there from Josh Tutunga Leva'o.
Can't push this lead out to 3. Saints' biggest lead's been 6. Just read the play too easy.
And then he squeezed between those two defenders, Brooks, superbly.
Through traffic. Once again, got back to his right. Finishes and converts the 3-point play.
What a great start. He's got 10 in the game now. He's really stepped his output up. Now here's Webster. Cole for Southland. Whoops, communication goes awry there with Ben Hall.
Just a couple unforced turnovers. Well, not unforced turnovers, but sloppy turnovers from the Sharks. The Saints get a chance to go back down the other end, extend this lead, and a 5-point, 6-point lead in this ball game. Seems like a bunch.
Hard to believe that the biggest lead of the game was actually 6 to the Saints very early in the match. That's not going to drop. Nice strong rebound by Snow. Good work by him.
Southland Sharks need to get something going, get a look on the rim. Can't turn the ball over 3 times in a row to start the quarter.
Well, Southland fans would have been a bit nervous watching Connor Cole bring the ball down like that. But he got it where it needed to go. And uncontested rebound this time from Hippolyte.
Good box out there from Caslow Evans on the bigger man. Allow Kaparu to get that.
Ambitious ball into Evans, and the Saints can't salvage it.
And it was on, just Caslow Evans didn't see that. On both sides, you have to make sure that the cutter can see the ball. It was the right look. He'll know better for next time.
Here's Webster. Marked by Evans. Ball. Carpia. Cole gives it back to Carpia. Snow. A little hard off the glass there, and good defense by the Saints on that play.
Yeah, good defensive quarter right now from the Wellington Saints. A couple of turnovers and a great box out from Caslow Evans. Just doing it all right on the defensive end.
Yeah, well, Southland haven't scored in this quarter yet. Ooh, that would have been special if it had rolled in, but it didn't. Here comes Webster.
Sharks aren't doing the worst job in the world down the defensive end as well.
There's a little off the ball action there. Coming from number 3, Tutunga Leva'o. So the foul goes on him, his 3rd personal.
And outside of that, no real foul trouble on the ball game. Caslow Evans sitting on 2. Connor Cole sitting on 3 as well.
Here's Hall. Nice move by Snow. He could have taken the shot there, and he knows it.
Has to go up. Did a good job with the double, was coming, took his time. Had a wide open layup. Like the unselfish look, but you have to go up, especially in a 3-point ball game. You're not going to get much better looks than that.
There's a long ranger from Hall, and it's good.
Although it's better to go up in 3s than 2s, so maybe he knew something we didn't know. Ties this ball game up, and Ben Hall, we haven't heard his name basically this half. He was huge in the first. Maybe he's going to be the spark plug and light the Southland Sharks team to the win.
Well, that was the first basket for the Sharks in this final period. Now all of a sudden, just the Saints looking a little uncertain until that drops.
Some snipers in the building tonight. Both teams shooting the lights out. Dougal Meter, that's his 5th of the ball game, 5 of 8.
That's crazy in less than 16 minutes, less than 15 minutes of play. Here's Snow, again creating space for himself really well, and he took the shot that time and was rewarded.
Like that, he went straight up on that one. 1-point ball game, chips back into it. But learned from his mistake last time, went straight back up. Good finish.
Polite, plenty of space baseline. Here's Thata for a 3-pointer. And he gets his own ball back, a little lucky, but you make your own luck. And there's more evidence how you can make your own luck.
Great job there from Kafaru Hippolyte. Didn't give up on the play. Had no right getting the ball as well, but just did enough to tip it into space. Thus ends up on the ball. Tough finish. Same hand, same foot, same leg, excuse me. There it is.
Awesome. So Thata it is at the line. Thata Paise. And he doesn't get the 3-point play, but the Saints have got a 3-point lead with 70 seconds left. Here's Webster. What can the Sharks do? They really got to score now. From each time they come down to this end of the court, and the Saints are defending well here. Carpia. Snow back to Carpia. No 3-second call by the officials. 2 more to the Sharks.
And that time that was the right call from Cole. Or Snow, excuse me. The double came, wide open Carpia on the rim. And he finishes that one.
Polite, there's an important basket for the Saints. He has 9 in the game. It's the Saints up by 3. Stop here, and the Saints might just get it. Cole for a 3-pointer. That's not going to fall, and that's good defense. Maybe Cole just rushing it a touch. Here's the Saints now. You can see they're slowing it down now. Can you get that shot clock right down to 0? Oh, the Sharks steal it. They've got 12 seconds, and they're going to call a player timeout and work up a set play.
And good defense there from the Sharks. Needed the turnover to force the turnover. Saints had a chance to put out that knockout blow, put in that knockout blow. They end up forcing the turnover. I like the timeout as well. Set up your play. You know what you're going to get to. Who's going to get it? If it was me with the Sharks, I'll be looking at Carpia or Hall to have a chance to shoot the 3 here.
Well, let's see what happens here. Cole. Oh, wide open, but the Saints let it go. And that's probably going to work out to their advantage with 3.3 to play. Oh, no way! Can you believe that? Southland are going to get a chance with 2.7 to play.
They've got a chance.
Oh, my goodness. Brock, all he needed to do, Dougal Meter, was hold the ball
Catch
there.
The ball. He's had a damn near perfect game. If you're the Sharks, you want to pull the old vet trick, tie your shoelace, do something. They rush it to get to it.
And now they can win the game. Snow's lost it, but it's come off a Saints player. There's still a second to play.
This time, tie your shoelace.
1.1 second left. Oh, almost a miraculous win right there for Ben Hall, who reckons he was fouled as well, but there was no call from the officials. So the Saints win, but only just.
Fitting ending to the game. Great game of Rapid League from both sides. Hands down the best game that I've seen so far in Rapid. Southland Sharks gave themselves a chance at the very end. I like the look on the rim for athletic Ben Hall. Just comes up short, but What a game.
Well, all of these players need to take a bow. They all played great. Dougal Meter, 18 points, 15 of them three-pointers. Great games from Tutanga, Leva, all of them. As we go down the rebounds, Cole finished with 5. A really good game from him. He finished with 16 points as well. 6 assists for Kane, for Caslow Evansbrook. That's incredible.
Yeah, did a great job of, as we said at the start, just getting downhill, playing with pace tonight, and because both teams are shooting so well, the assist box is filled up on both sides.
And a couple of blocks to the Saints to end the Chemist Warehouse stats for this Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Just before we check out the steals to Carpia, I think all of those steals came pretty much in the first half for him. Great game though, won by the Saints just. High scoring one too, 47-46.
Great game of Rapid.
Wasn't it? So the Saints win their second game. They go to 2-4 in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And now the Sharks are on the same record as well, 2-4. Stay with us though, we have the NZNBL match coming up in about 20 minutes with tip-off at 7:30 this evening. The Southland Sharks, the winless Southland Sharks, hosting the Wellington Saints. Prior to tip-off though, we've got highlights of a couple of games between these two teams last year, so stay with us here on Sky Sport.
Fortune teller, of course, is the first
Kia ora everybody, and welcome to Southland as we get set for another Cells NBL clash for 2024. And we have the Southland Sharks hosting the Wellington Saints in this match. Southland Sharks having not won so far in 2024, 3 games without a win. The Wellington Saints, speaking of losses, coming off a defeat to Otago in their last clash. Glenn Lamba with you for the call for this clash. Great to have Brooke Rusco alongside me as well. And it's going to be interesting to see how both teams actually respond after last start losses.
Yeah, it's a real tall order for the Southland Sharks tonight, going up against the Saints with the product that they can put out there every night. But just because they're coming off a loss, you expect a bounce back game from them. Had a couple of days down south to let that loss marinate. Got the full squad back tonight, and it's going to be a tough game for the Sharks team. They're capable of doing it. It's going to be tough.
Mix and pick. Poll question for you this evening. Who will win and by how much? Just scan that QR code, folks, and you could be a winner of the Cells NBL prize for this game. And a big majority going there for an easy Saints win tonight.
Yeah, they just have an absolute squad. Obviously, the game against the Nuggets didn't go as planned. That Nuggets team is good as well. We see them at the top of the table, 3-3 right now. Saints sitting at 3-2. Sorry, 2-1, excuse me.
Indeed, Franklin going well too. Franklin going well at the start of the season too. But there's the Southland Sharks right on the bottom there with no wins from their 3 games. And it's going to be a tough task against the Wellington Saints because they've got plenty of depth. Now, here is the schedule for the rest of this week. We have a match in Nelson coming up on Wednesday night between the Giants and the Jets. And then we move to Pukekohe on Thursday for the Bulls Nuggets clash. That is a clash of the unbeaten team. Yeah, lock that one in, folks, for 6:30 or 7:30 coming up on Thursday.
And then it doesn't get easier for the Sharks. Flip a coin, all right. And then it doesn't get easier for the Sharks. They take on the Tuatara off a big win against the Canterbury Rams, the defending champs as well. So it's a big couple games here for the Sharks.
100%. And hopefully they can get on the board today. Right, let's have a look at the starting 5 here for the Saints. I don't think there's too many surprises in that lineup. Liafa, May and Smith-Milner, who was on fire against Otago. Hiram Harris has made a great start to the season again. And Ben Eyre, who's leading the league in assists.
Well, that's the scary thing about the squad, is that's a squad that can start in the ANBL. That's a squad that you could see in the ANBL. They're starting for the Wellington Saints. Imports off the bench as well. It's a tough team to play against.
Absolutely. All 5 of those players are ANBL players. And we're going to hear from one of them right now, Lat Mayan.
Well, Lat, welcome to Invercargill. Talk us through how the team's bounced back from Friday night.
Thank you for having us. We've just been, obviously it's with a back-to-back, whether you win or lose, it's a next game mentality onto the next thing, and I feel that we got a lot of great vets, great guys on the team that are, quick with that rotation, and yeah, man, just onto the next game.
And here you are, so talk us through the Sharks. What's the scout been there? What are you trying to do to shut them down tonight on their home court?
You know how Zico is, man. His main focus is just being on us and what we did with the last game and moving forward. So we just been focusing on us and trying to get our stuff right. And if we do what we need to do, then everything else should just take care of itself.
We wish you well, mate. So good luck out there tonight.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Lat Mayan there, what a star he's been in the first couple of games. 21 minutes, he's averaging 17 points per game, shooting the ball at 65%. Let's check out the starting 5 now for the Sharks. Telfer, Vic, Lotz, Wheeler and McRae. Still no Alonzo Burton, who's out with that hamstring injury. It's a bit of a blow for the Sharks.
Yeah, huge blow. Spreads the floor for them. Capable shooter, but their captain and their vet, kind of one of the pillars of this team as well. So a huge loss for them, and a lot falls on Vic tonight and Markel Lotz. Both of those two, if they want any chance of winning this ball game, both of those two need to get going, and not just going at the start. They need to see a big 40 minutes for both of them.
Indeed, and also a lot relying on the big fella, Callum McRae.
Well, Callum, big night for the Sharks. Tell us how the week's gone.
We've had a great week of practice. We've lifted up our intensity. We've fixed the things we think we need to work on. So yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge tonight.
And it is a challenge, right? You've got a pretty high-end Wellington Saints team coming in. Tell me a little bit about the dangers they pose.
Well, they just have a bit of everything. They got depth from ANBL all around the court. So I think just doing what we do, not getting too worried about them. Obviously, they had a tough loss, so we know they're going to be coming in fired up. So just matching their energy and going over it.
And confidence-wise at 0-3, what's it like in the camp?
We're fine. We know what we're going to do. Like, we're not too worried about that. We know it's a short season, so we're going to move on to the next game, have that next game mentality.
Good stuff, mate. Good luck tonight.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, Callum McRae there. He's moved south, of course, from Nelson last year. Just look at that mix and pick poll. Those margins just tightened up a little bit with the Saints 10 plus. I noticed dropping back to 48%.
Just ever so slightly, ever so slightly, as to take a look at the head-to-head. And when you put up close to 100 points per game, you're the second leading team when it comes to points per game. You're always going to be in it to win it, and then you go straight to the other side. And both those things that you want to be high, you're sitting at 10th and 9th in the league. And the Saints on the other end talk about being here leading the league in assists. You can have your team rolling and you're all chipping in and playing an unselfish brand of basketball. It's going to go a long way to winning a lot of games. And Saints are like a Ferrari. Get them rolling. It's tough to slow down.
Absolutely. Smith Milner certainly gave us evidence of that in the last game with 8 3-pointers, a career high for him in an NBL game. Well, a player to keep your eye on too in the Southland Sharks, a key man off the bench, is going to be a former North Harbour player who's moved south this season after being at the Taranaki Airs last year, and that's Scott Telfer.
So yeah, just good to play on court, try to figure out what your teammates like to do or tendencies and where we all fit in.
Talk to us about the prospects for the Sharks this year.
Definitely make playoffs and probably just reward the home fans.
Yeah, Scott Telfer, he's been in the league for a while now, hasn't he? Debuted back in 2019 at the old Rangers team, Brooke. And yeah, it's very important, I think, to have players like him on your roster.
Yeah, and golden opportunity for him as well. Sees big extended minutes now being with the Southland Sharks, obviously starting with the Sharks this year due to a couple injuries, but golden opportunity for him to get the exposure that he's been after.
Well, I've got to say, someone is getting on the Sharks here, because that is really tightening up quite nicely. So good on you if that's you and your mates getting on that on the mix and pick viewers poll today.
Brick by brick.
Absolutely, piece by piece. You get the jigsaw puzzle complete eventually. Well, there's Zico Coronel. You can just see him down there parking his final instructions to his team. As we see the referees for the clash today, Martin Davison, Hamish Dale and Harry Apes.
And a real golden opportunity right now for the Saints to find their rhythm once again. They started this season extremely well, had that big win against the Tuatara. I think they put 30 on the Tuatara at home, which not many people thought would be capable of doing to the Saints. And just because they came off a loss, you want to lead the road trip at least 1-1 after that loss on Friday night against Otago. And with the squad that they have, how they're playing, that man back in the lineup, good chance for them to find their rhythm once again.
Got to give a shout out to Otago in that game. They looked so slick, didn't they? And the connections that they were able to execute in that game was first class.
Well, they go from strength to strength. I like what Ty Webster is doing, because Ty Webster is Ty Webster, and he's going to allow you to even just think that you are great. He's going to give confidence to players and the team, but the imports that they have down there at the moment, the key connection that they've had with the Perth Wildcats, they're obviously coming off a season together. Ben Henshaw, Ty Webster together. They're about to have Dante Russo-Nance back soon as well, which doesn't hurt. So they're looking good to start the season, 3-0 right now. And Thursday night for me is going to be the blockbuster of the next round.
Yeah, 100%. Although Southland maybe can draw some confidence from their game against Otago in round one. They lost in overtime, so it was a close match. They'll need to get back to that sort of form in this game right here. So it's going to be the Sharks in the orange and the Saints in the white. Underway in this clash. The Southland at home against the Wellington Saints. Saying Sal's NBL action. Thank you for joining us here on Sky Sport. There's lots. Gives it to McRae. Straight away, some good, hard defense being played by the Saints. And they're rewarded with the turnover.
Yeah, good rotation there from the Saints. And they look to push the pace, instantly get the ball going the other way. But great initial set on the defensive end from the Wellington Saints.
What's the call here? Foul against one of the Southland players.
The big thing for me in this game is going to be the start. I expect the Saints to come out and try and land a few blows nice and early. The Southland Sharks just weather the storm, get stops on the defensive end and get some looks down the other end.
Liafa for three, straight away, and he nails it, Isaiah Liafa.
It's just too easy, can't go under a screen given that much space. He's been doing it in the ANBL for years now, tall black guard, and just way too much space.
There's McRae, look at them, they're all over him and like a rash, aren't they? He did well to get it back to Wheeler, and Southland untidy on another offensive play.
It's unforced turnover, it's a great trap right there and rotated well. They had so much time because the trap was so good that that man trapped and managed to get to the other corner. Hiram Harris pushed him out.
That earlier foul, by the way, was on Scott Telfer. So here come the Saints through Harris. And down here, Mayan. Looking to give Smith Milner the hot hand again, but he's short that time, and it's going to be Southland ball.
Good initial defense on that one as well. From the Southland Sharks that time. Did a good job of rotating, getting out to the shooter, and you have to get out on tour. The last game was anything to go by. 8 of 11 from deep, 30 points from him in the last game, so he's going to be playing with a bunch of confidence tonight.
He killed it, didn't he? Here's Wheeler. And Southland trying to get it inside, but getting nowhere close as Wheeler cuts now. Shot clock down to 3 seconds, and Lotz just loses it out of court.
Once again, unforced turnover. Have to get into the offense a little bit quicker if you're the Southland Sharks. Markel Lotz caught the ball high off the block as well with 7 seconds to go, not much going. So have to get into the offense and allow your time, space, and time so you're not rushing shots with 1-2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, Harris brings the ball down court. Good pick up for the Saints this season. Hiram Harris from Hawke's Bay. And look at that, create space for himself. Doesn't lay it in, that's surprising. And rebounded strongly there by Lotz. Oh, cheapest. Southland, Vic almost losing the ball there. Vic, nice strong drive.
And Vic extremely capable. The last game that Southland Sharks had, he had a huge first half. He had 15 points in the first quarter against the Hawks. They ended up going down by 27, but he kept them in the ball game at the start.
Liafa. Maybe he should have put the shot up there. Telfer has it now. Oh, Liafa pinches it. And he nails it this time, Liafa.
Just read him. Cookies with all the space in the world. He called it right time, right place. And the pressure here from the Wellington Saints.
Well, the veteran, Andrew Wheeler, losing it out of court. Ben Air all over him again. You don't want to see that if you're Guy Malloy. You want to see your team treasuring possession a bit better than they have so far.
And 3 turnovers in 3 minutes. It's the last thing that the Southland Sharks need right now. They need to protect the ball at all costs. See a good block there from Telfer from the upper, and a better job that time of not giving them so much space, allowing them that shot.
But that was ambitious. Hiram Harris with the rebound for the Saints. Now Mayan. Smith Milner. Good ball rotation. Here's Ben Air for 3. Nails it, Ben Air. And it's the Saints out by 6.
Got to be happy with that offense as well. Push the pace. They get it to the corner on one side. Swing, swing, swing. Find the shooter, and Ben Air with all the time that he needs, and he knocks it down.
Ben Air has been averaging 15 points per game across the first 3 games this season. Almost gets the rebound there too.
Did a job that time from Colin McRae. Just the double came, and they're doubling him nice and early. It's on the catch. He saw it coming that time, got it out. They got the look to mark out. Lots doesn't convert, but it's a better look than the turnover.
Harris always asks questions. Hiram Harris somehow managed to retain possession and get it back from Smith Milner and get the three-point play.
And just didn't give up on the play. Markel Loss did a great job initially on Hiram Harris. Pushes it out, and then Milner saw that he had the speed advantage. You see here, out to Smith Milner has the speed advantage, the foot advantage on Callum McRae closing out on the three. Can't rotate back in time. And Hiram Harris around the rim, goes to his offhand with the right. Puts this one out to an 8-point lead.
Harris has had a great start to the season, 22 points per game. He's shooting at 61%. Also chiming in with 13 rebounds a game and 6 assists.
Casually on triple-double watch every single night. If he keeps this up, without a doubt, is going to be in the MVP conversation.
He completes the three-point play. Hiram Harris, big lead for the Saints early in this match. Vic, again, lots. Someone needs to spray super glue on his hands. McRae's lost it. Here comes Liafa. Mayen. And he's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot a couple.
And not much that Mayer can do right there, but because they need him so badly in this ball game, don't want him picking up too many fouls, especially not cheap fouls. There's not much else he can do on that one. They turn the ball over once again, the Southland Sharks. That's the 5th turnover. Just under 4 minutes, and the Saints get back to the free throw line. They're up to 3 fouls as well, so a couple away from the bonus. Just like that. We said it's a Ferrari. It's a hard team to slow down once they get moving, and it's the perfect start for the Saints right now.
2 free throws for Mayen. They're on a 10-0 run at the moment, the Saints. And already the Sharks are chasing after just 4 minutes of play. Lots. And it's going to be Southland ball with 4 on the shot clock.
And the Saints are just packing the paint. Not so much three-point shooting on the court right now for the Southland Sharks team. They just pack the paint, force them into the bigger bodies.
Vic going to lay up for a 3. He's not going to fall, and Ben Eyre comes away with it for the Saints. Mayen from the corner. Oh, he's a good player, Lat Mayen. And the Saints have made an awesome start here in this game. They're up by 14. Still no timeout called by Guy Malloy.
And was just thinking that as well. Might have to call this one pretty soon. They're bleeding right now. You need to weather this storm, but 16-2. Defense is strong from the Saints, and they're only giving them one chance. No second chance opportunity for them right now if you're the Southland Sharks. And they're making the day down the other arena, shooting the lights out too.
Ruthless, aren't they? Oh, there's a rare turnover, and Southland have the chance to come forward. Just a second turnover of the game, but they can't convert from it. And here comes Liafa once more. Mayen. McRae's got the rebound. Saints just loosening up a touch now. I don't know if Coach Coronel will be happy with that. Lights back from Telfer. And now here's Wheeler from the corner. And that's a much-needed basket from Andrew Wheeler.
Much needed. Calculated there from the Saints as well. Gave Wheeler the space. Hiram Harris with a short closeout, but he makes them pay. They needed that 3 for the Southland Sharks.
Yeah, that stops a 13-0 run for the Saints, and there's a foul by McRae. And the after's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Just shows how much patience he has there. Lulled them to sleep. Looked like he was going back to the middle. Cross back over. But once again, Callum McRae. And he picks up the foul.
I wonder if it might have gone on Lots, that one, actually.
Just foul trouble that they can't have. That's one for McRae now. If that is on Lots, that's one for Lots. Telfer and Vic. So 4 of the starters right now all have a foul. So you see Ben Hall make his way into this ball game.
Riafa. Free throws have been good from the Saints. They haven't missed yet. 5 from 5. Back to a 13-point game. Still 4 to play in the first quarter.
Dougal Meter makes his way into this ball game, picks up Vic, but you watch the Rapid League, shoots the ball at a high percentage. Vic does a good job of getting downhill and getting to the paint, but Dougal Meter shoots the ball at such a high percentage. Just allows the Saints to have more space once again out there, because you cannot leave him.
Well, I think that was a good effort from him. Didn't get the three-point player's ear. Gives it back to Mayan, and now here is Harris. Harris. Well, that was fortunate for the Saints. Dougal Meter nails a three-pointer just like he did in the Rapid League game.
Right on cue. Not much going there for the Saints. And the Saints are up big right now. It hasn't been perfect from the Saints on the offensive end. A few sloppy turnovers. Got lucky that time. Regathered. For Dougal Meter, all he needs is slightest bit of space that's going up and where he's shooting at the moment. Most of the time it's looking good.
Here's Telfer. Can't nail a three-pointer. May an uncontested rebound. Ben Levy is out there now for the Saints. Another three-pointer is attempted by Dougal Meter. This time it doesn't fall. Hall. McRae giving it back to Telfer. Can't get it back to Hall, McRae though. Now McRae gets it, immediately double teamed, but he's way up high. And it looks like it's going to be Saints ball.
Yeah, foul off the ball on Andrew Wheeler. Dougal Meter did a good job there trying to get out to the shooter. Definite foul down low, was moving, trying to set that screen. But once again, it's just too late in the offense. Kellen McRae's got the ball nowhere near the post. They set that double team. They're forced to try and scramble late in the offense.
Harris. Lane closed. It's Mayan. Mayan looking to do it all by himself here, and he does.
Just put his head down on that one. Good initial defense there from Vic, but he can't pick up another foul. Mayan knows that, goes straight at him. Gets to the rim and finishes.
He has 7 in the game. Now Vic going to roll off Mayan. There goes Vic with those long arms, lays it in very nicely there. It's a 14-point game.
And he has no choice, he has to continue to go. Great hesitation there, that was in the eyes. Looked Harris off, had Mayan on the hip. Who is an extremely capable defender. Keeps him at bay and finishes with the left.
Here's Harris. Mayan again, who's really starting to look good in this game. Shot clock down to 2. Mayan, it's an offensive board for the Saints.
That's a killer too. So a good job initially. The Saints down.
Here, his second three-pointer of the quarter.
They got the Saints down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. And then you let Air do that. Oh, that was nice.
Here's 6. 2 three-pointers. Here's Telfer. Nice strong move by Scott Telfer.
Good job of getting downhill. Got to his right hand. They needed that as well.
Looking at the score, 26 points to the Saints. Still a minute 30 to go. And what's encouraging for the Saints and kind of scary for the Sharks, Brooke, is that Smith Milner hasn't scored a point yet.
And it hasn't been perfect for the Saints. Great on the defensive end. If you keep any team to 12 points with a minute 33 to go in the quarter, generally you're going to be happy. It's a 14-ball game right now, but the Sharks just need to keep chipping away. Getting to the free throw line is huge because it allows you to set up your defense down the other end. If the Saints get out on a run, it's going to be tough.
Here's Harris. Evans is out there. Dougal Meter. He's lost it. Good defense that time. No foul. And here come the Sharks in transition. Can't nail the flush. And here comes the Saints. Harris. Over to Mayan. Like he can't miss at the moment. He's fouled or taken steps. There is another foul against the Southland player.
I think he fouled and pushed him into the travel. foul came first. Let's see what they call here. Definitely travel, but I think the bump came first.
Might have been Vic who just gave him a nudge. In fact, they are going to call a travel. It's going to be Southland ball.
That's why they get paid the big bucks, not us.
Well, Southland need all they can get at the moment. Carpia is out there now. Ball. Talfa, good pass. That's good play. That's Southland's best basket of the game so far.
Great look as well. Had to be on the money. He puts it on the money. Back cut from Vic. He's up to 8 points right now, but Talfa put that one the exact same thing. That time's the Lat Mayan, but back cuts and good passes on both sides.
Well, Lat Mayan, he's an athlete, isn't he? He's got a good outside shot, defends well, gets under the hoop nice. He has 9 points now. So here is the Sharks settling it for the last play, it seems, for the first quarter. Carpia. Nice hands from Hall, and now Vic, the Gerald Vic. He's got to put the shot up, and he's not going to get that away in time. An excellent quarter for the visitors, the Wellington Saints. They have a 14-point lead after the first 10 minutes. It's 28-14 here in Invercargill. Second quarter not too far away here from Invercargill. The Cells NBL clash. The Saints up by 14, 28-14. Mayan, the leading scorer for them, with 9 points. He's shooting at 60%. Liafa 7, Air 6. And for Southland, the Gerald Vic with 8 points. He's shooting at 57%. He's their leading scorer in the game so far. Brooke Rusco.
Yeah, the worrying sign for the Southland Sharks in that first quarter is the 6 turnovers. And you know the extended pressure from the Saints isn't going anywhere, and it's not going anywhere quick, so they need to weather that storm, get the ball over, but get the ball over quicker. And sometimes the best offense you can have is a good defense. So it starts on the defensive end. Can you get rebounds and push the pace? Don't allow the Saints to set up this defense that they have. But it all starts down this end right here.
Smith-Milner back out there now. Just trying to give Liafa some space. Nice combination between the two Tall Blacks. But good defense by McRae. Got on the road of that one, and Southland early turnover for them. And Hall tries to take advantage and can't do so.
Did the job on the defensive end that we talked about. Needed to get it done. Good job there, but they can't make the pay down the other end.
Mayan, marked by Vic. Smith-Milner. Again, good understanding. Good hands by Smith-Milner. Can't lay it in for 2.
Great hands there by Smith-Milner. Tough pocket pass there by Liafa. Recovers, but they get a stop once again.
Lots wide open for a 3 this time, and he nails it for Southland.
And dream start for the Southland Sharks. Starts on the defensive end. They get 2 stops. Come down the other end. They get Cullen McRae down low. They find the double. Quick pass to Markel Lotz, and he makes them pay.
First basket of the game for Lotz. And well left by Carpia for the Sharks.
And I like the safety of leaving that. But because you want to push the pace against the Saints, if you have the chance to get it, now the Saints can set up their defense and go once again, and you're setting up your offense with already 16 seconds to go.
Ball. A little teardrop doesn't fall, and Smith-Milner gets the rebound eventually. The upper. Oh, well, great hands from Smith-Milner, and that was the opposite this time.
The most important thing, we keep harping on it so far, is they need to get stops, and they've got 3. Excuse me, that's 4 in a row against this Wellington Saints team. So perfect start on the defensive end. Now you have to keep chipping away.
Absolutely. Southland, rather the Saints haven't scored in this quarter just yet. Wheeler. Breaking off McRae. Here's Vic. Deep 2 doesn't drop, and it's picked up nicely by Liafa. Better defensive effort that time from the Saints. And that's nicely anticipated by Vic. And the outlet pass is good. And there's a nice 2 points coming in there from Ben Hall.
Coach Zico Coronel won't be happy about the start of this one. Another turnover. We talked about a turnover, push the pace. Saints can't set up that defense. As the foul's picked up there, but Ben Hall is at the best when he's out and running. Gets behind the defense right there. Vic finds him and he finishes on the rim.
Well, Sharks are 5-0 in this quarter so far.
And it just builds confidence back into the squad too. The Saints extended that lead quickly. Head start to drop, but 5 stops in a row.
Well, that's just class there from Isaiah Liafa.
Big screen there. Baseline out of bounds. Great look, and he makes them pay.
Liafa has 9 points in the game now. Here's McRae. Whoops. Southland coughed it up. Liafa's got it again. Another steal to him. It's his 3rd of the game. Here's Air. And Levy. Again, good ball rotation by the Saints. Liafa for 3. Short that time. And it looked like it came off the Saints player, and it did. Came off Dougal Mita.
Now for Southland, where do you start to get your looks? Both of these 2 men on screen right now, I think, have to be involved heavily in the offense. How can you get them the cleanest looks? What sets do you want to run?
Craig, good hands on the baseline. And there's going to be no foul by Dougal Mita. Just smash out of McRae's hands.
It's times like this when you really miss an Alonzo Burden, just because you have to stay at home with him. And that allows Vic and Lotz. Takes the eyes off them just as such. So
Wheeler, that was good play by Andrew Wheeler. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Liafa. Considered his first personal there.
That one would have hurt. Wheeler just put his head down. Good job of getting into the paint. Now he tries to pick up that foul, pick up that charge. But that one would have taken the wind out of most.
Wheeler's first visit to the line this year. Very experienced player, 36 years of age now. This is his 13th season at the Sharks. Still loves playing for this team. Back to a 9-point margin. It was 14 at quarter time, remember. Southland rolling their sleeves up. Ben Eyre. Now Harris. Work on Wheeler here, Hiram Harris. Liafa. Good work by Southland again.
Not giving the Saints second chance opportunities as well.
Well, it's hard yards coming back from such a massive deficit. And there's Vic with those long arms again. And he's going to go to the line to shoot one from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
It's the dribble penetration right now. It's causing trouble for the Saints.
Yeah.
Rejects the screen. Gets Dugometer on the hip. It's the second time now. We've seen him just probe. Get to that left. Finishes through contact. Puts his tally up to 10, going to the line for 11, but more importantly, trying to get this game back down to 6.
Which he does. The Gerald Vick has 11 points for the Sharks. Harris, then Levy. Oh, there's a steal by Vic this time. No foul. Yes, there is a foul. Mayen concedes it. Excellent work by LeGerald Vick.
And everything comes from the defensive end. Gets out in the lane that time. Know how athletic he is. Reads the pass, gets out in the lane, pushes the pace, picks up the foul on Mayen. More importantly, gets back to the line. Allows them to set up their defense and go once again.
Vic has been going good from the free throw line so far in his first season in the Cells NBL, 75%. So he's making 3 out of 4. And he gets those 2 as well. Now Southland are outscoring the Saints 12-2 in this quarter so far.
I think there's a foul on Wheeler there. Just over aggressive, 94 from the hoop, but gotta like the aggression at the moment.
Mayen down right under the baseline, and he's fouled, and I think that might have gone on Vic. It will be his second.
Wheeler got away with one there as well. Good pass. Too deep in the paint there for that Mayen. Talked about it before, how athletic he is. Big, long body. The Saints needed that.
Man, it's, actually, when I was going through his numbers at the Taipans, I was surprised he didn't have better numbers than he had. Brook, he only averaged 7 points per game and 4 rebounds per game for the Taipans this year. The way he started the NBL, I would have been. His numbers surprised me a little.
Everyone I've talked to, though, extremely high on him. Work rate on the defensive end. We're seeing, you're right, we're seeing how capable he is here on the offensive end as well.
He's enjoying himself in New Zealand. In his first year here in the Cells NBL, there's lots, and that was blocked by Harris.
Looked like there was a lot of contact down there on Lots that time. Does a great job of it. When he gets in the post, he rips left quick. And then 3 or 4 games now.
Here's Vic, well double teamed straight away. Oh, and the pass not accurate this time. That's a disappointing turnover for the Sharks.
A real positive sign right now for the Sharks, though. Markel Lots is only sitting on 3 points. Talpa sitting on 3 points as well. So if they can get going, if they can get into this ball game, give the Sharks another leg. They're just staying in the fight right now.
Yeah. Nice pass to Harris, but he can't get the return pass. He's tipping it out of court. So again, another stop.
We talked about it in the first quarter with the Sharks. They had to protect the ball. They've got 8 turnovers. To the point, Wellington Saints have 8 turnovers right now as well. And 6 of those coming here in the second quarter. Have to protect the ball. And we see how important it is, because with those turnovers, Sharks have found their way back into this ball game. It's a 5-point ball game right now. It's a 12-3 quarter. The Saints just can't fill it up right now because they're turning the ball over every time.
Well, I've just gone back through the play-by-play, Brooke. They've only got 1 field goal in the quarter so far, the Wellington Saints. They have only scored 3 points in this quarter so far. Quite remarkable turnaround here to Southland. They have to take a lot of credit, I think, for the way they've not dropped their heads.
Without a doubt. And it all just stems around the defensive end. I know sound like a bit of a broken record here, but for so many reasons. If they get stops, they're not having to deal with the pressure that the Wellington Saints have. We saw they struggled in that first quarter because they were taking the ball out of the hoop every time. Saints were up and in 94 feet. And they were having trouble dealing with the pressure, but if you can get stops, Saints have to get straight back on defense. It allows you to push the pace, and you're protecting the ball. And now you're actually getting chances down the offensive end to find your rhythm, to find your groove. And they're doing just that.
Well, the challenge for Southland is it's got to continue. There's no point doing it for 5 minutes in one quarter. They've got to carry on with it all the way through to halftime and then all the way again until the end of the game.
That's a great point as well, because we saw the game that they played the Hawks, the last game they had a horrible, and you have to put it bluntly, they had a horrible first half. Third quarter, they came back and they tied it back up. And then they blew it back out there in Hawke's Bay in the fourth quarter. So they're capable of having one quarter, but they need to string 2-3 quarters together now.
Here's Vic. McRae doing his best, and he did just enough there, McRae, to provide 2 points for Scott Telfer. What's that Ben Hall out there getting that basket?
The worrying sign for the Saints there is that man has pulled up Ginger. Looks like his left shoulder again. Did that one against the Tuatara. Came off a screen against Rob Lowe. Didn't look like there was much in it at that time. He missed the next couple games. Looks like he's done the exact same thing. So worrying signs here for the Saints. Hope there's nothing more. Just a bump on that, he can get back into this ball game, but didn't look good.
Oh, he's off. You see him out the top right-hand corner of your screen there. He's not in good shape. Here's Air. Can't nail that three. McRae, that's good, strong defense by Harris. No, it's actually going to go against, I think, Ben Levy. Where Harris actually picks up the foul there, Hiram Harris. His first of the game. There it is there. As McRae went backwards.
That's the right call there. Hiram just crashing the offensive glass. Up the arm on that one. Once again, another stop for the Southland Sharks.
Well, they outscore 14-3, and Smith Milner picks up the ball off that shot from McRae. Harris, oh dear. And what's happened to Smith Milner there? He's okay. Jeepers, he looked like, just for a second, it looked like fell very awkwardly.
That hip for that knee, I'm glad that he's straight back up. I think what happened is Cullen McRae, when he went down last time, must have missed the wet spot. He's gone straight over it. There's not much you can do about it once you start slipping. Glad he's back up, and the Saints would be really worried if that man just went down, and a couple of positions later saw who Smith Milner goes down as well. So glad he's straight back up. You never want to see an injury.
No,
you never want to see an injury like that as well. So,
well, particularly Smith Milner. 30 points in the last game, but he still hasn't scored in this game. He's only put up 3 shots, but he's missed them all so far, and he's got his hands on the ball there now. Air, 2 3-pointers for him in the game. Harris loves to post up on opponents. Oh, he's all class, Hiram Harris.
great footwork. All the time in the world. Knew exactly where he was trying to get to. I thought he was going up with the right, gets back to a strong hand with the left and finishes through traffic.
And that's been lost out of court by Southland. They need to stay composed here. The Sharks, they've done so well to get back into the contest.
I like the take. Has to protect the ball at the very end. Tuck it under you. Tuck it under your arm, put it close to your chest and go and finish through traffic. And he knows as well, but has to stay aggressive.
Harris again. Trying the same move from the other side of the court this time, and he does exactly that.
Just too big, too strong. Shows off why he's a starter in the NZNBL for the Perth Wildcats, why he's the tall black. Might have to go on double with that one as well.
5 points for Hiram Harris. Lead back out to 7. Lotz goes for 3, and all of a sudden, off the timeout that was called by Zico Coronel, the Saints look much more confident.
Much more confident. You see Ben Air really trying to push the pace here, but they just went back to the main man twice. Go to Hiram Harris in the post. If they do double, he's going to find the shooters as well.
A lovely ball from Air. Harris wide open, and there's 2 more. That's 3 buckets in a row now for Harris.
And the thing for me, it's not threes. Saints started settling with threes. Turnovers and missed threes were hurting the Saints that time. As you see another turnover there from the Sharks. Just want to close out this quarter the way that they started it. But 3 shots in a row from Hiram Harris, but all 3 have been in the paint.
Substitution, we're going to see Lots check out of the game. So here's Harris again. He's a real player you can admire. He's a very good all-round player. You know, he technically is a forward, but he often brings the ball down court in the point guard role too for the Saints.
They're a real point forward for the Saints. And on the defensive end, he gets it done as well.
Great skills from Telfer. And there's McRae. That's a good strong move after he almost lost it on the halfway line.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world. Hiram Harris gambled that time. Went to double Scott Telfer, got away from traffic and found his big man.
Some off the ball action, I think, Scott Telfer. Might be conceding that foul. The upper. Southland not in the penalty just yet. Moving back to Harris. Smith-Milner. Oh, yeah, that was a foul by Wheeler. He'd be disappointed he got his timing wrong there. It's his 3rd foul for Andrew Wheeler.
And always plays with aggression. Might have got away with a couple already as well. Just trying to get through that screen, but just have to hide a little bit better than that. Different foul there, 2 hands. Benier picks up the foul, but gets back to the free throw line as well.
So Wheeler's going to check out with 1:52 left in the half. It's going to bring Matariki Kapia back into the game.
And always a double-edged sword as well, because you love the aggression that he plays with, but you know, in a game like today, he's been playing big minutes. He can't be giving up fouls, so they need him out there tonight. And the other thing is they're in the bonus.
Benier with a couple of free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He has 8 in the game. Those points are really spread around in the Saints team. Mayen with 10, Liafa with 9, Harris with 9, and now Air with 8. Always a pleasant-looking scorecard when you see that.
He's spoken about it a couple of times already, but Toy Smith-Milner yet to score.
Yeah. Still has only put up 3 shots in there.
Well, that's the thing that I like about the Saints as well. It's on any given night. It's not they have one player out there who needs to go out there and have 25, 30 every single night. Strength in numbers. And if it's not your night, someone else is going to step up and it's going to be their night, but he hasn't forced the issue for anything tonight.
The other thing too is that when you've got multiple threats that the Saints have, it makes it harder to defend, doesn't it, if you're a Sharks player?
It's almost pick your poison.
Well, that's not poison. The large Fire Island pizza.
That looks like a bit of me, though.
It's a hell of a deal, which is valid for 1 more day. Ends tomorrow. Just scan that QR code, folks, and get in there with the Cells Hoop Special of the week.
Last couple of minutes, Saints did a good job of just keeping Vic away from the ball, keeping him off the rim, making someone else beat you. No, he's the focal point. Markel Lots on the bench. It's all going to go through Vic, especially this last minute and some change.
Yeah, giving Kapia plenty of heat. Hall, as it was knocked out of court by Liafa. Remember, Liafa, he's done a great job defensively. 3 steals in the first half for Isaiah Liafa. He's on his season's average already. He's the equal league leader in steals, Liafa. Telfer. That's a beautiful ball. Right under the basket. Nice finish there from Hall. And there's 2 for the Sharks. They stay close-ish.
Yeah, stay in arm's reach. Another good pass there from Telfer. Good cut from Ben Hall. Fucking sleeping and back cut, finished on the rim.
Oh, Ben Levy with a pace. Harris. Oh, the little delayed little finger roll was a gem.
And once again in the paint. They found the mismatch. Spin move quick. Hiram Harris didn't fall asleep. Great cut. Finds him on the rim.
Harris has 11 points. And Telfer stand on the sideline now. Ben Hall did. It's Ben Hall. Second time we've seen that in the last couple of minutes, and then I think that facial expression from Guy Malloy says it all right there.
It does say it all. Just fighting your way back into this ball game, and unforced turnovers are absolutely killing you to wrap it up. That's their 12th, excuse me, in this ball game.
Reach in from Ben Hall. It's going to see him concede his first personal of the night.
Because of the fouls, they're in the bonus. It's back to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line for a chance to extend this one. There you go, to a double-digit lead.
The Alpha's had a very good first half. That's his 10th point, shooting at 50%. Reaching the steals, and that's 4 out of 4 from the line now. And he goes to 11 points. Southland need points. Getting to half-time now. Here's Vic. Telfer looking for McRae. Harris, it's a jump ball, no foul there. It's going to be Southland's possession.
Right, they got the job. The ball, they got it down to Callum McRae. They got it to the big man. Took his time in the eyes with the ball fakes. He went for the quick spin by Hiram Harris. Just smart play, hung around. Knew they would go back to his left as favored. Trapped the ball down there in the post.
Shot clock down to 6. Vic with the 3. And nice rebound by Smith Milner. And here comes Harris. So Harris going to soak up a bit of time.
About a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Looking to get the last shot opportunity here. They might just do that.
Ben Levy for 3. Oh, that's a sweet shot from the American. Southland with one last play perhaps here. Oh, hard luck there for Hall. He just lost the ball. And that basket will not count. So there it is. It's a 14-point lead. Southland got close in that quarter to come back. But at the end, the margin is exactly the same as it was at the end of the first quarter. It is 46-32. halftime here in Invercargill. Nice to have you with us here on your Monday night, watching some NZNBL action. And it's the Wellington Saints up by 14. They led 28-14 at the quarter. Southland back at them big time in a run of 7-0 at one stage to really close that gap right up. But in the end, the Saints eased away again. Brooke Rusco with a pretty impressive end of that half.
Well, it's the last couple of minutes to really kill Southland Sharks. Saints won't be happy with that. They had a great first quarter. Allowed the Sharks to get back into this ball game. They did a good job to extend the lead once again, but it was unforced turnovers, couldn't catch the ball, making wrong passes. Imagine that Zico's in there right now. Normally when you see a 14-point lead, you think you're up and you'd be happy, but I'd imagine he's in the locker room right now. Give him a big earful.
Yeah, look, Southland only scored one basket in the last 2 minutes, and the Saints in the last 2 minutes had 6. And here are the leading scorers, and it's Vic for the Sharks and Hiram Harris on the Chemist Warehouse stats. Harris has been fantastic, hasn't he?
He has been fantastic. We expect nothing less from him as well. The once former Southland Shark. He's there or thereabouts on everything, and when they needed him the most, wasn't really too much going from him in the first. Everyone else was getting it going, but when the Southland Sharks started to make their run, they went back to Hiram Harris. He did it all in the paint. Once at the end, there he is, leading them with 3 assists as well. Scott Telford with 2 on the other side. Toy Smith-Milner hasn't forced anything, like we said, 2 assists. He hasn't got going on the offensive end either, but the Saints, maybe it sounds like I'm being harsh on them at the moment, but they got 46 points. They kept one team to 32, but there was a good 7 or 8 minutes there that wouldn't be branded as Wellington Saints basketball, but you have to tip your hat to the Sharks, as they did a good job on the defensive end. They came out and got 5 stops in a row. But the thing about that is it's hard to do over and over again. And you fought that lead back, or you cut into that lead, and then you allow the Saints to blow that thing back out to 14. So it's there, they're capable of doing it. You just can't let the Saints blow this lead out straight after the half.
All right, hopefully we'll fix our technical problems in just a moment, but we'll be back for the third quarter right after this. third quarter not too far away here. Sal's NBL action for 2024. Sharks, remember, 0-3 on the ladder. Heading into this game, the Saints 2-1, dropping their first game against Otago 2 days ago. But they're bouncing back nicely here. Shooting the ball at 51% in the first half. And all-round performances coming from 3 or 4 players. One player we didn't talk about a moment ago as we check out that mixandpick.com player poll again. And yeah, that 10+ margin still being well and truly favoured by the majority of you. Don't forget, if you scan your code and follow the instructions and follow all the answer all the questions, you could be a winner and win some Sal's pizza stuff for you. One player we didn't talk about, Brooke Rusco, in that first half that we saw shy off with that injury was Lat Mayen. 10 points in the first half. He was going great until that shoulder knock he got.
Just a worrying sign for the Saints as well. He's a key part of the team. Well, there's a few players you could say lead the team on the defensive end, but to me, he's one of them. But promising sign is he's out there right now in the warm-ups, getting some shots up.
So yeah, has it strapped though now, right?
Has it tightly strapped, like he's about to go out there and play for the Warriors. But has it tightly strapped, and the best thing that the Saints can do right now, and the most beneficial thing they could do, is blow out this lead nice and early and give them a chance to just rest. And not put it on any more stress or give it a chance to be hit, knocked, put out of place. That could see him out for extended minutes or extended games in the season.
Well, just on that, they actually played pretty well without him in that last couple of minutes. They moved away again from Southland without him. So that's, I guess, a positive sign for Wellington.
Well, it shows the strength that the Saints have, the depth of the Wellington Saints. It's a scary, scary squad. And a few of those scary squads in this league right now. And you talk about the Nuggets, you talk about the Airs are playing extremely well. We know about the squad and the Tuatara and the names that they have. So it's anybody's league this year.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting as we go through, all the way through to July. It's going to be awesome following the Sal's NBL. Malik bin Levy, you know, is another player. There he is, number 4. Didn't start in this game. The American from Georgia, but he's going at 19 points per game at 38%. So he's another one that hasn't really troubled the scorer so far, just putting up the 1 3-pointer, which dropped. But you know, if he heats up, you know, that's going to be a bonus for the Saints too.
Bonus for the Saints, worrying sign for the Southland Sharks. But just even looking at that, the team culture that the team that they're building down there with the Wellington Saints, looks like it's going in the right direction. And we know how important culture is when it comes to sports. You almost learn to win, but you almost learn to lose at the same time as well. So it's a good sign there with the Saints and it's what they're building at the moment. But it's a big 20 minutes for both of these sides. It's a really big 2 or 3 minutes right now for both these sides to start the second half as well. Can Southland Sharks cut back into this lead? As we said before, we know they're capable. They know they can do it. It's a hard thing to do over and over and over again, but you can't allow the Saints to blow this thing out to 20, 25 in the first 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, hugely important as we get underway with the third quarter. Saints up by 14. Hope you're enjoying the action here. And straight away, it's Ben here putting up a quick 3, but McRae is there to secure it for the Sharks. Lotz and Vic remain the key offensive weapons for Southland, but got hot for a little while here in that second quarter. It's a little gun shy, doesn't he, there? Wanting to put up the shot from the free throw line, and an easy turnover again for the Saints. So Mayen has started the second half, and he nails a 3-pointer.
Oh, he's fine. Yeah. Absolutely fine.
Take that strapping off his shoulder.
Callum McRae, I thought, made the right call there. Got 2 shooters. Wait till he shot the ball last time. 8 of 11 from deep. Made a calculated decision right there, and Lat Mayen made the pay.
Mayen to 13 points. That's a nice play there from Lotz. Cuts the lead back.
And important for him just to see one go through. Really struggled from the floor last couple games.
1-2 from 7 now in this game. He's here with space down the lane. Doesn't nail it, and it came off a Saints player with Smith Milner.
They need, there's no and if muts about it, they need Markel Loss to get going in this third and fourth quarter. And good start from him getting downhill, finishing with the right. Can he make it 2, 3, 4 possessions in a row?
Here's Telfer. Back to McRae. Now Vic for 3. And that's good from LeGerald Vic. First 3 of the game for him.
Once again, allows them to set up their defense. Saints want to push the pace. We saw the turnover and instantly Ben here pushed the pace last time down. And a wild circus shot there from Hiram Harris. You don't see that too often, but it's a stop. And it doesn't allow the Saints to set up their defense.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it, it's if you do it. From Southland's perspective, and a good ball there to Wheeler. Breaking down the Wellington defence there.
At the right call, they fell asleep. Wheeler fouts it on the back cut. The easiest shot he's going to see all night on the rim. The easy 2 for Wheeler.
It's a 5-0 run, but Wheeler, is that an off-the-ball foul? That could be his 4th. It is his 4th. So I think it is Carpi who's jumped off the exercycle over there to get back into the game.
Yeah, see him sit. Yeah, tough one as well. He just plays with aggression and wasn't too much in that one. I thought that was in the feet. You can't really do too much about that, but you just have to know you're sitting on 3 fouls and you can't get tangled up like that.
Well, the Arthur well short with that one. And it's going to be Southland ball. 10-point game. Biggest lead of the game, by the way, folks, has been 17 for the Saints. Now Vic shooting at 50% in this game. 6 from 12. Pulls up nicely there. That's a good basket.
It's a great basket. Uses that speed, that turn of pace that he has. And he stops on a dime and brings it back. Creates enough space and knocks it down.
Smith-Milner. Harris going to put up a 3-pointer. And there's a rebound by Lotz. Oh, he's lost it. That's disappointing from Southland. And Harris. Smith-Milner, and there's Smith-Milner's first 2 points of the game.
Just the unforced turnover. You like Lotz trying to get downhill. Turns the ball over, and Hiram Harris out in transition makes the right play. And you're right, Smith-Milner gets on the board. That's the stop. They get out and run. Make the Southland Sharks pay.
Smith-Milner, a very experienced player now. He's just had his 8th year in the NZNBL. He's been in the Tall Blacks for 10 years now, and there he is with 3 points for the Saints. Key man in their lineup, no question. Lead back to 11 as Vic looks to cut it to 8, and he does. Sweet outside shooting.
And it all circles around him. Saints going to have to do a better job on him. He's trying to get up shots quick and create as much space as he can. He's making the Saints pay right now.
Vic is on 21 points, by the way. Liafa, nice fake for a 3. Harris with the offensive rebound and puts 2 more in.
It's just on the rotation there. Had 3 people coming to the rim, trying to block that shot. Hiram Harris makes the read, tidies it up.
Lots for 3, short. Now Hiram Harris is just one of these guys that just, I don't know, just seems to get in the right position. Right place on the court every single time, and some players just have a knack of doing it.
He's a Swiss Army knife. Can do absolutely everything. We see that in the stats as well. Leads the Saints some points, assists, and blocks right now. He's sitting just behind Smith-Milner and rebounds, so you know what you're going to get. It's a little bit of everything.
Oh, there he is, almost getting another offensive rebound. One of the Southland players has gone down, which we'll see play paused for the meantime. A little unfortunate there for the Sharks. But I don't think that shot would have gone up had the whistle not been blown.
The way he's shooting, it might have.
Ben Hall just copping a knock. I want to lose him because Andrew Wheeler is sitting down on 4 fouls at the moment. And Hall is, you know, that backup kind of guard they need.
Well, they can't afford to lose him as well with Alonzo Burden sitting out at the moment. Josh Turner was their import at the start of one of their guard imports at the start of the season. He's been sent home. They just have no choice. They can't afford to lose him. And good to see him back up on his feet.
Hopefully he can shrug that off. I tell you, Vic is starting to really heat up. He's got 24 now.
The heat up's one way to put it. As Andrew Mulligan says, he's cooking with gas. The Saints need to do a better job on him.
Nice play. Here's Liafa for a long three. He nails that. Great play from both teams. Almost stolen by the Saints. It is. It's Harris with the steal. Big play from Hiram Harris. Mayen. And a little foul there by Scott Telfer. Much contact, but he picks up his third personal.
Markel Lots up to 5 turnovers right now. You see him make his way to the bench. There's a big three there from Isaiah Liafa. It was deep. Airballed the last one. It was contested by Vic, and they needed it.
Liafa's got 14 points, 2 3-pointers now. Smith-Milner. Here. Here puts up the three, and he nails that. That's his third 3-pointer of the game.
Just fell asleep on that, like the action that they got. Like a flex action down low.
2 big 3-pointers right there for the Saints. And how about that for a 3-point play from Vic? Sorry, folks, I was just picking my jaw up off the floor.
You can't blink with this guy around. That's off the make. Pushes the pace. Through contact, gets back to the line. They say he was in the movement of getting into the rim or getting into a shot. He converts another, and he's only going up a 3. Another 3-point play. And he's single-handedly keeping the Sharks in this ball game right now.
27 points for LeGerald Vic. As he converted that 3-point play from the Chemist Warehouse line, as Smith-Milner tries to get his first 3 of the game, and he does. That's 3 on the trot for the Saints.
And they're just doing enough at the moment, the Saints, to keep the Sharks away or keep them at arm's distance. But they need to slow this man down. Send doubles if you have to. Go box and 1 if you have to, but he...
Oh, stop it. Stop it. LeGerald Vic. We all played NBA Jam when we were kids. Now the net's on fire, right?
That is a one-man band at the moment. Lat Mayen is a great defender, but he is just getting to his spots. Playing with extreme confidence. And like we said, he is keeping the Southland Sharks and causing that man, Zico Coronel, head aches at the moment.
He needs to pop some Nurofen, but maybe only 1, Brooke, because his team's still leading by 10. Doesn't need the double dose just yet. Here's here. Then Levy. Harrison, great position in the key again.
Well, the thing is, the Saints are doing enough on the offensive end. The Sharks need to get stops. As brilliant as he has been at the moment, the Sharks need to get stops on the defensive end.
Harris with that basket goes to 15, by the way. Ball can't nail that 3 as gets in there and kicks it out of court. That should be Saints ball. It is.
And that has to be the answer for the Saints. Make someone else beat you. Make him see bodies, especially with Lots out at the moment. Even though he's turning the ball over, he's an import for a reason. Capable scorer. We saw that in the first couple games. So all eyes are going to be on Vic. You have to make him see bodies, and that time they do.
Mayen working off the screen from Harris. Now Harris in the post with Vic here. Good ball. Ben Levy. That's just tough basket under the hoop. He has 5 points now.
He levitated on that. That's what he did to Cullen McRae. Good contest at the rim. Ben Levy just hung a little bit longer.
Saints can't miss at the moment. As much as Vic has turned it over there, the Saints have been outstanding, and here's Mayen uncontested. And they have really responded to the hot form from LeGerald Vic with some style as they move back to a 16-point lead.
Get out and run. That's the last 2 possessions, they've got it done on the defensive end. They've been scoring the whole half. LeGerald Vic has just put on an absolute show. The only problem for the Sharks is outside of LeGerald Vic, the next highest scorer is Andrew Wheeler with 7. Andrew Wheeler's only put up 2 shots. So he needs help. He needs it quick. And if you're the Saints, you need to make somebody else beat you, but they continue to fill it up on the offensive end.
They do, with 4 players in double figures now for the Saints. Harris with 15, Mayen with 15. Liafa 14 and Ben Eyre with 11. check these numbers out for Harris, by the way, folks. He also has, along with those 15 points, he's shooting at 53%. He has 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks.
2 blocks?
2 blocks.
Really is doing it all. He's sitting on a plus 19 for Hiram Harrison, Ben Ear at the moment as well.
So the Saints got that swagger about them, haven't they, in this game? Coach Coronel doing what all good coaches do. They won't take or accept victory until the last second of the game.
The question is, what do you do with this man right here? Be interesting to see what they planned out of that timeout.
Nicely gathered by Hall there. That wasn't an easy one. McRae. Yeah, good play there from Callum McRae. Got a foul out of Mayan with that little pump fake. That's good work from the big fella.
Might see a flagrant on that one. Took a knee to the head. I don't think there was anything malice in it.
That's what Scott Telfer was arguing.
Callum McRae took a left knee there from that man, straight to the temple. And they've done a good job on him as well. He needed to be a vocal point of this offense. Sitting on 2 points, but probably the more worrying sign is Callum McRae's only got 2 shots up so far in this ball game. No offensive rebounds. Couple of assists, turnover as well, but needed to be a huge vocal point of this offense tonight in this ball game. It just hasn't got going.
His first visit to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line this evening. Callum McRae, he nails his 2 free throws. Back to a 14-point game. Still 2:44 to play. Monday Night Hoops here on Sky Sport. Hope you're enjoying the Cells NBL match. Here's Ben Levy. And has the shot clock expired there, or is there some problem with the shot clock perhaps?
Mr. Bar, I don't think the shot clock reset.
No.
It's quick 24.
It was. So the Saints are going to get possession again with 14. It goes back to 14.
I think they've won that one as well if it goes back to 14.
Indeed.
It was longer than 10.
Did seem longer than 10, didn't it? Well, there you go. They're going to have 10
Let's go
seconds.
with it, eh?
Yeah. Happy medium, Brooke. I reckon the officials got that much pretty much spot on. Liafa back to Ben Ear. Watch like a hawk by Telfer. Ben Levy. Good defensive play there by Southland. Good strong rebound by Lots too. He's back out there now as Telfer comes down court and gets a nice little 5-foot jumper in.
Like the look, got onto the body of the smaller Ben Ear. Slowed down, got to his spot, made the pay.
Good to see Hippolyte out there now for the Saints. He's got his hands on the ball here, the number 99. First taste of action in the game as Ben Ear buries the 3. That was almost a 3.5-pointer.
Just can't give him any space out to 14 now, but 3 of 6 from deep. 4 of 6, excuse me, from deep. Blows the lead out just a little bit further.
Telfer, that's a hard drive into the key there, or the paint, and he is going to go to the line to shoot a couple. Well, Scott Telfer, a hard-working 26, 25-year-old. This is his 3rd NBL team. He's out there mixing it up nicely for his side at the moment as he gets his 6th point.
It didn't look like there's much contact in there from Liafa, but you've got to force the issue if you're Telfer. Did a good job of putting his head down. Got to his spot, and that time he made the ref make the decision, got us into the line, and Andrew Wheeler back into this ball game and look for them to attack. Can't do too much sitting on those 4 fouls. Does a good job there.
He certainly did. It's going to be Saints ball. That free throw missed, by the way, at the other end of the court by Telfer was the first miss by a Southland player in this game. They are 9 from 10 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And the Saints, meantime, have only missed 1 as well.
I'll be happy with that.
11 from 12. Here's Air. Mayan. Just keeping it in the court. Liafa, that looked good from the hand, and it was.
And they ran the elevator play. Air was open at the top. They still made them pay with Liafa, but I don't like that baseline inbounds there.
Wheeler misses that one. Saints off to the races again with a minute to play. They're shooting 45% from the three-point line in this game, the Saints. That's a decent percentage. Here's Liafa. Mayan. Nice pass into Ben Levy. And another good basket by Ben Levy. He has 7 in the game. He's only missed 1 field goal attempt. As Wheeler comes down court.
And that was just because you have to protect the three-point line. They're shooting so well, the Saints. It's so wide open.
Offensive rebound by Lotz, and he's going to go and shoot one from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Three-point play coming up for Southland.
As we see Gerald Vick sitting on the bench there, I can't imagine he'll start the 4th quarter on the bench, but just give him the extra 30, 40 seconds on the bench leading into quarter time as well. Hopefully he finds his legs and can give them one last push in the 4th.
Three-point play missed by Lotz. Liafa's got it. 6 Saints players, by the way, have 3-pointers in this game. Beautiful spread of attacking talent. Seiko Coronel's disposal here. Just a slight difference between the shot and the game clock of about a second. Liafa gives it to Air. Nice fake at the three-point line. Can't nail that three-pointer, and that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So a 14 margin has increased by 3 at the end of the 3rd period. It's the Saints up by 17 here in Invercargill. $77-60 it is to the Wellington Saints as they hunt their 3rd win. Big haul back now for Southland in this game with just 1 quarter left. Leading scorer for the Saints in the game is Liafa with 17. Mayan and Harris 15 each. Air 14, and for Southland Sharks been a one-man band really with Gerald Vick. 30 points, shooting at 64% from the field. 4 steals in there too on his scorecard. But others need to put their hands up, particularly the man inbounding the ball there, Lotz. Needs to get cracking. He's just got 7. That's well below his season's best. Or season's average, rather. Across the first 3 games, which is up around 15-16, is Telfa. Little floater doesn't drop, but he gets his own rebound. Oh, poor pass that time from Vic. And here come the Saints through Harris. And that's a sweet shot from Dougal Meter. And that's his second free of the game.
And it's from that unforced turnover. We talked about it all game long, but it's the turnovers that are killing the Sharks right now. That's their 18th in this ball game. Turn the ball over. Can't set up your defense. And a sniper in this league, Dougal Meter, makes them pay and pushes it out to 20 to start this third quarter.
And the lead's as big as it's been now in the game, 20. Harris might pick up that foul. For the Saints. And that's going to send Markel Lotz to the line for a couple.
And to the point, the Southland Sharks are shooting a great percentage. They're shooting 53% from the floor. They're 83%. And it's going to grow just a little bit more from the free throw line. They're winning the rebound count. It's the turnovers that are killing them. And have allowed the Saints to push this thing out.
Let's get those two free throws. Yeah, what did you say? 18 turnovers.
18 turnovers now, yeah.
And just 8 votes for the Saints. So there's the big difference, right? There's 10 possessions.
And you have to protect the ball like it's a house in Auckland these days.
Another off the ball foul. So the Saints are going to keep possession. Not sure who that one was on. Maybe Scott Telfer. It's Harris. That's to the baseline. Air. Shot clock down to 7. Mayen. Nice spin move. But well defended. No foul given up by the Sharks there is Telfer. Wide open. Oh, nice fake. That's all. We should have done better with that play.
Just rushed it at the end there, like the up fake. Didn't have to do the floater from that far out. A couple dribbles in.
Yeah, that's Southland ball. That one's deflected off. Dougal Meter. Guy Malloy, he's been the head coach of a lot of teams for a long time. I remember when the Breakers first started in the NBL way back 20-odd years ago. He was coach on the South Taipans.
He's been around for a while now, Guy Malloy. Seen it all.
Here's Vic.
Saints did a better job of slowing him down late in their third.
Some move there by Lotz, but he couldn't seal the deal. There's Harris. Fires it out to Air. This will hurt. And what a basket there from the Saints as they ease out to a 21-point lead.
And that's just a headache. Hiram Harris pushing the pace. Makes the right decision. Bullet pass to the corner. That's a corner pocket from Ben Air, and he shot the ball extremely well from deep tonight. He makes no mistakes on that one. That's his 5th three. He's out to 17 points tonight on the ball game as well. But just the right decision there from Hiram Harris. And a good job from Ben Air as well. Run to the corners, flatten out the defense, and he makes the pay.
Oh, there's plenty of heat in that Saints team. They won't be tasting the chilies on that Fire Island pizza this evening if they get into that for $40. That offer, just scan that QR code, folks. Late dinner coming up for you tonight.
Hey, well worth it though. Unlike the festival Fire Island, that's Fire Island I'd like to have. Good start to the quarter though for the Wellington Saints. They've done a great job of slowing down the danger man, the Gerald Vic. Went bananas there in that third quarter. Still sitting on 30 points, but been a good 4 minutes of gameplay since we last saw him score or even look to get to the rim, but that starts on the defensive end from the Wellington Saints.
It's a 17-point lead at the end of the third quarter. It's now 21. Here's Vic. Back to Telfer. Here's Wheeler. Still out there on 4 fouls. Lotz trying to work on Smith-Milner. Telfer's wide open for a 3. And he doesn't miss this time, Scott Telfer.
Good find from Lotz. Hiram Harris overcommitted. Finds the shooter in the corner. Converts a 3-point play.
First 3-pointer of the game for Scott Telfer, who has 9 points. Mayen. Doesn't nail the three as we see Vic get the ball for Southland.
Tough shot, good contest there from Scott Telfer.
There's Vic. There is going to be a foul on Lots. Referee was right there, didn't like it.
I didn't see much in there, but Markel Lots went over and apologised to that man, so there must have been something. Ref picked it up. Just another one of those coach killers, another turnover. You don't give yourself a chance to see the ball go through.
So Lots has 3 fouls now. Just 9 points. He's been averaging 15 across the first 3 games that Southland have played in the 2024 season. Here's Air. Smith-Milner. Harris again. Can't leave him open with that much space.
And it starts with Andrew Wheeler. You can't jump on that. Toy Smith-Milner, much bigger. You're not going to get it to him and block it. Ends up getting past him and finding Hiram Harris.
He has 17 points now, Harris. Liapa and Air have 17 as well. Here's Telfer for another 3. Close but no cigar as Air in transition. Southland back in good numbers though. Here again. Mayan trying to get the ball to Harris, but Southland got in the row. Good pass there. Telfer! And it's going to be Southland ball.
Good job on the defensive end, push the pace. Those are looks you want to get. Just can't convert that time. Get the ball back though, another opportunity to hopefully cut into this lead if you're a fan of the Southland Sharks.
He's back. Harris, another rebound to him. That is rebound number 6. Nice ball movement again, and it's Dougal Meter with another 3-pointer.
And that's just hard work in the off-season. Confidence from the team, confidence from the coach. He's got the green light as soon as he gets out there. If he has any space from deep, it has to go up, and he's converting at such a high clip this year.
Well, he's got 9 points in the game, Dougal Meter. He also could have missed in the Rapid League game, even from beyond the arc. He's having quite a night.
Yeah, good night.
Across the 2 games. Oh, beautiful ball. Harris. That deserved to be finished, and it was. What a lovely play.
What a great look. Just seeing Lots falling asleep on the back cut from Hiram Harris. Puts that on the money. Good cut, good pass. The combination of those two are working. The connection that they're growing with. It's going to be tough this season to stop those two.
Harris up to 19 points now. He's up to 7 assists now. Ben Air, of course, is the league leader in assists. He's got 5 now in the game.
Hiram Harris with 6 rebounds as well, so leading every stat. As we said, he's always on triple-double watch, and tonight's no different.
All going good for the Saints in this game. 5:44 to play. And this lead now, the biggest it's been in the ball game, 25 points.
And there's no surprises. The more that Hiram Harris has his fingerprints over the ball, the better the Saints are going to be. And once again, he's done it tonight, and he's sitting on a 25-point lead.
Well, the season's going to be fun to watch, isn't it? Otago in good form at the moment. And a few other teams too making a...
I like what the Air's got going on down there.
Yeah, well, they've got a good squad, haven't they? I know Casey Frank likes the Airs as well. Here's Wheeler. Vic. That's a nice... Oh, I was going to say a little finger roll, but it didn't drop. I don't think he scored since half-time, has he? 30 points. Here is Liapa from the corner. Beautiful rebound and pass back from Ben Levy. That was class. Liapa. Now Harris. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Good little play into the number 27, who's out there now. That's Arthur Pilcher.
Good look from Hiram Harris. Had no right to make that pass. Another assist for him. He's out to 8. Picked up the rebound before, so 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 19 points for Hiram Harris.
Liafa. And a real mess with the ball there, and it's Dougal Meter. Got to give a shout out to Arthur Pilcher. That basket before was his very first in the NBL.
Oh, congratulations. Played well in Rapid, had big minutes in the Rapid League. Big smile on his face right now. And you never get your first 2 points back, so congratulations.
He's got his first points in his second game. He got 54 seconds against Tuatara in game 1. There he is, number 27, marking up there on Vic. He'll enjoy himself. Get in there. Pilcher, 19-year-old from Upper Hutt. Another steal to Liafa. Here's Dougal Meter.
It's human.
Only just though. Now McRae. And look at the bench. Lots of enthusiasm from the Saints despite the scoreline here.
And just a real indication of the ball game as well. You got your big man, Cullen McRae, pushing the pace. Picks the ball up just over half, the worst place to pick up the ball. Those hands in the cookie jar, turnover to the Wellington Saints, and Hiram Harris just doing Hiram Harris things.
Well, Southland look like they've just dropped their, waving the white flag a little bit now with just on under 4 to play.
Well, it takes it out of you, trying to cut back into these deficits. Had 2 real pushes at it, but it's just a taxing tall order, and another turnover for the Southland Sharks, and an unforced turnover once again.
Yeah, look, and it's time for a breather, isn't it, for the Sharks? Surely with some new blood. Still no timeout. Guy Malloy wants to see some resolve from his players on court right now. Here's Liafa. Oh, that's class again. 20 points for Liafa. That three-pointer number 4 for him.
Right, class is a great way to put it. Stops on a dime. Gets far enough back and smooth like butter.
Nice play under the basket there from Kapia for Southland Sharks.
Just a couple times now the Saints have been burnt on that back cut. McRae, a good pass once again.
Harris. Got an off-the-ball foul here. Wheeler or Telfer, I think, has picked up their 5th personal. So one of those two is out of the game. It's going to be Wheeler. He's out of the game. So he fouls out with 7 points. Tough night for him.
And extended minutes for Wheeler tonight. Doesn't normally see those type of minutes. And you see the turnover there from the Wellington Saints. 5 seconds. It looks like Hiram Harris is done for the night. Ends up on 21 points. Just a casual Monday night. 21 points. 8 assists, 7 rebounds from Hiram Harris tonight. Leads the Saints in every category, and block. Sorry, 2 of those.
Yeah, and 2 steals too, Brooke. Don't forget those. Yeah, he's had a heck of a game, hasn't he? Now Vic. Is Kapia wide open for a 3-pointer. Nice strong rebound by Ben Levy, who's popped up on occasions. Quiet game from him, but he's done all of his duties pretty well. Pilcher can't nail that. Layup. And here comes Southland again. Vic is going to lure a foul out of Kafaru Hippolyte.
Don't know how much longer Vic will have left in this ball game. Telfer and McRae. Just 2 minutes to go. It's a 30-point ball game.
Completely shut Vic out of the second half, haven't they?
Especially this 4th quarter.
Alpha. Ben Levy comes away again. And that was a pass from Caslow Evans, who's back out there now. Here's Hall. And it's going to be Pilcher in there. Mixing it up again. Arthur Pilcher. Plenty for Guy Malloy to ponder after this game. Remember, they don't have Alonzo Burton in their lineup, and Braden Inga, of course, is coming out and playing for the Sharks, but he's going to be another 3 weeks away, still playing over in England.
tough one too. If you come back in 3 weeks, you never want to say it might be too late at that point, but things stay status quo. Need to get a couple of wins in before he gets here. Just like we said at the top of the show, it's the top of the game. It's a tall order. Setting 7, 0-7 or 0-8. By the time he gets here, it makes it tough.
Sure does. So McRae at the line here. 6 points for him, 4 of them from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. So a few of the Rapid League players out there now for the Saints. And they were good in the Rapid League. Plenty of energy as they won that game by a single point. Here's Ben Levy. Nice little fadeaway.
And that's their average of the year. Sitting at 97 right now, 99, excuse me. On away from that triple digit from the Hundy.
McRae. Vic swings across to Quake Webster. Vic, who steps back for a 3. Weak side rebound is taken by Carpia. McRae with another offensive rebound, and Southland finally get their 2 points.
And it's still out there. You have to tip your head to Legero Vic, just like the way he goes about his business. Gave it his all tonight. You can't say he didn't. Just didn't get much help. Their second leading scorer was Scott Telfer and Markel Lotz. They shared 9. Andrew Weller on 7 and Callum McRae on 6.
Malik Ben Levy. Another pretty impressive play from him. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. He's come out from Georgia. These players that gets to see the world playing basketball. He's played in Mexico, Iceland, Finland, Canada, and he's played a bit of G League as well.
That's a cheat code. Playing basketball professionally as an import is an absolute cheat code to see the world. You do it for free, we get paid. You get paid to do it. Meet people from all around the world, learn cultures, try food, drive on the other side of the road. It's an absolute cheat code. And they were direct with their business tonight, the Wellington Saints. A few lapses there along the way. Third quarter or the start of the third quarter. A couple question marks around it, but overall, 29-point ball game right now. Gone past the 100. If it wasn't for this man right here, it makes it look easy. With a two-hand rip dunk baseline.
Yeah, it was tidy from the Gerald Vitt, but those baskets have been few and far between in the second half.
Yeah, sitting on 32 points now, but like we said, just didn't get much help outside of that. No one else in double digits. Scott Telfer with 9. That was about it.
Hippolyte. Gives it back to Evans. Caslow Evans is a very busy player. Nice attempt at a little put back there from Tutanga Leva'o, who's out there for a bit of action in the game now. So the Saints have used their entire squad apart from Tyson Thata, number 1. So all in all, they're getting and have got and have done the job nicely, the Saints in this game. Kapia gives it to, that's Riley Snow out there for Southland. A good basket for Riley Snow. That might be his first basket of the NBL in his career. It is.
Congratulations to him as well. As we see a player timeout here, which I always kind of question mark, but I understand that every point is so important in this league. Every point matters, even though you're up 25 right now. You never really see any coaches question mark it as well, because they understand the importance of what this league needs and what the points mean.
See what they can cook up here, the Saints. Pilchard gives it back to Evans. Deep 3 coming in. And that is going to end the game. Very nicely done by the Wellington Saints, who were in control early in this game, led by 14 at the end of the first quarter. Got a little tight in the second quarter for them. But in the end, they eased out to a fairly comfortable win here over the Guy Malloy-coached Southland Sharks. Final score here in Invercargill in the Cells NBL match. It's the Wellington Saints beating the Southland Sharks 100-75.
And the question is, what does Guy Malloy do? We go back to the whiteboard. It's tough pickings, and it doesn't get much easier. They take on the Auckland Tuatara the next time up. But what do you do? Where do you go outside of Gerald Vick? It's been 2 games now where he's stepped up and hasn't got much help outside of that. So what does Sky Malloy cook up over these next couple of days? He don't get much time to sort it out and take on the Auckland Tuatara.
Yeah, going to be an interesting match for them in a few days' time as we check out the Chemist Warehouse stats for this match.
Yeah, we talked about it all game long. On one side, you have one guy in double digits. On the other side, all starters. And Ben Levy, excuse me, 4 of the 5 starters and Ben Levy end up in double digits. You know exactly what Toy Smith-Milton can do as well. Came off 30 in the last ball game, but strength in numbers. That man Hiram Harris, we said his name a bunch, more so than anybody else in this ball game. And as we go through the stats,
I think he's going to feature on every single.
He's going to be there or thereabouts at the top.
Incredible game from Hiram Harris. 21 points. We saw the rebounds with 7, 8 assists.
Oh, should have had a triple-double.
Yeah, 2 blocks. And he's going to feature on the next page as well coming up.
I'm stop moaning. Didn't do enough. Didn't have the triple-double win after Hiram.
There he is with 2 steals. Liafa had a great day with the steals. Continues his fantastic season in that statistical category with 5 in the game. So all in all, a very nice job done by the Wellington Saints entire squad. They won the Sky Broadband Rapid League game by 1 point as well, 47-46. Here's the schedule for the next 3 days, or the next 3 days coming up later this week anyway. The Giants and the Jets on Wednesday, the Bulls and the Nuggets, top of the table clash, unbeaten on Thursday. Make sure you lock that one in for Pukekohe. And then, as Brooke mentioned, it's the Tuatara hosting the Sharks in Auckland on Friday.
Cannot wait for that Thursday night, what I'm calling the blockbuster game of the round. Just on paper alone, the way the Bulls are playing, they scraped through that first game. They have an absolute squad there, shooters, height, depth. And the Nuggets are playing with extreme confidence as well. So somebody's O has to go. It's going to go on Thursday night. And the Nuggets come up north to take on the Bulls.
Well, but here in Invercargill this evening, it's all sweet for Wellington Saints fans. A very comfortable win over the Southland Sharks. We hope you enjoyed the game, folks, with the Saints winning 100-75. We'll catch you for more NZNBL action very soon. Matewa.